In the 1950s, there's a brilliant movie, do you remember it? House of Wax, starring the wonderful actor Vincent Price. Brilliant actor, wasn't he? You know, you can understand why Michael Jackson decided to use his thrilling voice on that mega-selling album, Thriller. But of course, we are in the 21st century and times move on. But there are certain things that really, even world leaders, well, they want. It doesn't matter how much power they've got, they look out towards other things. Now, currently over here in the United Kingdom, we have a Prime Minister called Sir Keir Starmer. And what's fascinating about this is, even after 100 days in power, he's got off to a terrifically bad start, snatching away the winter fuel allowance from old people, and apparently now planning raids on their bus passes and what few meagre savings they've got left. But it's all about ego. We told you recently about how, of course, he wanted to be pictured next to the pop sensation Taylor Swift. Freebies galore, glasses, suits, you name it, he's begged for it and got it. Well, given it with knobs on, basically, some people might say. But it's fascinating to think that even he can't get his own way with everything. Let me explain. Morning, good to see you today. The very heart of an evening in London, it's sort of sunset. Hope you're keeping well, whatever. It looks nice, doesn't it, just at this moment in time? Don't worry, there's somebody just, yes, I know what you're thinking. Be careful, Neil the pickpocket. Oh, don't you worry, I am careful. As you can imagine, it's getting rife over here. It's a little bit like our government, of course, where every day you turn on the TV or listen to the radio, you realise you're going to be poorer. I spoke about the jammy Dodgers going up. At this rate, I'll be just looking at the packet reminiscing. You know what I mean? Absolutely. But you see, when you're in power, your ego runs wild. We've seen this so many times. Doesn't matter who you are over the years, they literally, it just goes to their head. The person I would say that she wasn't really bothered about this was Margaret Thatcher. I think she really just got on with the job and actually liked hard work. That's what I've been told anyway. But this current British Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, was hoping for this. So much so that he even was willing to donate one of his fabulously free gifted suits from Wahid Ali. We're talking about what normally happens to a person in power. That's right, the Madame Tussauds waxwork. Now, if you go anywhere around the world, you'll see, of course, some splendid waxworks of previous leaders and some not so splendid people that are still waxworks anyway. You get the picture. What's so fascinating now is that, according to a very well-placed source, Madame Tussauds in London have decided to wait. Wait a little longer to see how this pans out. Now, as you know, the last British Prime Minister that they put together was Boris Johnson, and of course there was David Cameron, many others. Liz Truss, who was in power for 44 days, they didn't actually get round to that, you know. But now what's interesting is, apparently Sir Keir Starmer will be very keen to find himself in the mortal world of the waxworks at Madame Tussauds in London. Insiders tell me at Madame Tussauds that this won't be happening anytime soon. You see, the waxworks cost a lot of money. They're not quite sure exactly what impact it's going to make on the world of politics or indeed inside 10 Downing Street, so they're going to see exactly how this pans out. Yes, they're aware that Sir Keir's more than willing to give away one of his free suits, ties and even glasses to replicate the look inside the famous tourist attraction. But for now, it looks like Sir Keir Starmer won't be getting his own way, and hopefully, as many people might think, could be left hanging, waiting to be dipped in wax rather than be put on display. It's fascinating to think, because normally this would have been an automatic inclusion, and as you know, you can be either in or out. If you don't believe me, Philip Schofield's head, the disgraced TV presenter, was for many years, after being taken apart, kept behind the sweet counter in a cupboard there. Not quite sure where he's gone now, but at least he managed to get in, unlike currently the British Prime Minister. As ever, it's a developing story. When I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.